By the way, started taking the interior out the Fiesta.
Right, okay. You do realise that there's one small tiny flaw with this actual plan of yours, don't you, Lee?
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lee, this is BD Performance. On the last video you seen me going to a scrapyard getting some carriers off the ST180. Today we're going to do another video on the Fiesta, fitting these. We're probably not going to keep it just this as a video because you've seen it before in a previous one, but I thought I'd do it again, show you how it's done and carry on watching. Dad has been having a few issues recently, hearing noises from the car. He sort of thinks it could be coming from the back pads, but to be fair, they are warm, but they're not that bad to be fair. So I'll take them off, I'll have a proper look at them, see if they're sitting. There's not an edge on the disc, which normally says uneven wearing, but we'll take them off, I'll have a proper look and see how we get on. So taking these calipers off, it's as simple as using 15mm spanner, a 13mm spanner. The 15mm is just to stop the slider from moving around, and obviously the 13 is to take her off. It's as simple as that. That's one carrier straight off. Bit sticky that slider is, to be fair, but if we were going to be reusing these, you just clean them up, take the slider out, put some new grease in, and it should be good to go. So we got the old disc that's come off, and we got the new disc. You can see the size difference just there. So not only is it going to give better performance, it's also going to look a lot better behind the wheel. So it's a nice cheap modification, easy to do, and pretty much anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it, mate, honestly. So, new disc on, we've got the spacer back on, caliper back on, it just needs tightening up now. As you can see, they're bigger than the originals, which is what we're going for. They'll look better behind the wheel, and hopefully it's going to do a little bit to performance and helping this thing stop when we're on track. So, tighten these back up. So it's just a case of putting the wheel back on now and doing the same on the other side. I'm not going to bore you by doing the other side and making you watch that, but that's something that anybody can really do that owns a Fiesta 180, and it's as simple as getting an ST170 carrier and fitting it, and part discs as well. By the way, started taking the interior out the Fiesta, mate.
Right, okay. You do realise that there's one small tiny flaw with this actual plan of yours, don't you, Lee? And that you're jumping the gun as per usual, aren't you?
Oh, so?
Well, the fact of the matter is that we've got no interior to go in that car, have we, Ben? There's absolutely no... We've got no seats for it, no seat bases, and now we've got no seats in the actual car, a car that I'm meant to be using, so thanks for that, as usual. We haven't even got a cage here or anything, we've got no suspension.
Yes, but we've got one on the way this week, haven't we?
Well, apparently so, but it's been powder coated, so who knows when it's going to turn up. But as usual, I've got an empty car in the workshop. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be alright. You're alright in your little orange BMW, aren't you? Yeah,
there's a couple of buckets out there, I'm sure you can use that, can't you?
Yeah, it'll be fine, of course. A man of my stature is easily going to fit on a bucket inside here.
I reckon you could actually sit on the back seat, well, where the back seat used to be, and still drive with a big man.
Right, okay, but what's the relevance of that? Because it's got absolutely no seats in it, you said. You've started stripping the interior, so you're not going to stop at the back seats, are you?
Only just a little bit, I've only taken a few items out.
Right, okay. Well, we'll see shortly, won't we? Evidently, exactly what you've done. So, anyway, vamoose.
Ta-da. So taking the seats out of this is very easy, to be fair. All you need is a TX50, 4 of them, and a little 7mm socket, just so you can take the plug out, disconnect the plug, which is a 7mm socket. Simple as that. All it is lifting these seats out.
So, Helmet Head has decided to strip the ST180,
Okay.
the interior and stuff. You know, you were saying that you really wanted to get away from the bucket seats.
Yeah.
Well, what about we try like the Fiesta ST180 seats in your car?
They're quite similar to the Mark III.
Yeah, they are. I don't know if it'll work, but we can have a go.
No, I'm
if
game,
not,
I'm game for trying. I mean, it's content for my audience. So
yeah. If not, then we could formulate another plan anyway. But the situation as it stands is that I've now got no car to use because Helmet's in there removing the interior apparently, so he tells me.
The predicament that I'm thinking of is that I'm assuming your slender physique struggles with the ST180 seats.
No, it doesn't. It definitely,
But
it only just gets in your seats.
I've got set placement seats on mine, so
Yeah, we'll just have to go.
once you're in, you're going to be cut out.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we'll have to just get over that. But at
Yeah,
least
no,
we've
I'd be
got a
keen to
seat
see
to go in it.
I'd be keen to see it. I mean,
So yeah, it looks like we might have a glimmer of hope in this somewhere, and it'll sort George out and maybe sort us out. So
See, I told you there was nothing to worry about.
you're not meant to be here. Why are you even talking?
no, killing 2 stones with 1 bird.
Well, yeah, exactly.
If you see what I did there, then I respect you.
No, that would be something to lead. So
But no, it's fine.
anyway, we'll see if these seats fit, and we'll let you know whether we've resolved the situation by. Well, we've resolved both our situations, haven't we?
But now I found my memory card, can I start filming now?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I basically lost my memory card earlier and I had a mini meltdown, but crisis averted. We're all good to go.
Right, let's get to it. So that was pretty much my first drive of this car. What it has resolved is some of the scraping, but what it has introduced is more of the banging from these cheap coilovers. Hopefully we'll get that sorted with the help of BC Racing anyway in the near future. But we're down here for a specific reason, and that is to get some seat bases hopefully for these Monaco seats that George has got. The reason we've driven it down here, and I'm not going to share this as a first driver that's stripped out or anything, because I want to make sure that the bases themselves actually line up and everything before I purchase them. Although 𝘬𝘪𝑠 dead close to us, I don't want to be coming back down again because we've got the wrong base. So the easiest solution was to bolt one of the original seats back in the driver's side, and then to get the base itself and try it on the passenger side. But let's talk in more getting inside and getting this done. Can I try one of those bases that I rang up about the other day?
Yeah, no problem, I'll get one for you now.
What are we saying? Bob on?
Bob on that.
Well, that's going to be the same as the other side. So yeah, we're good. We'll have 2 of them, please.
Not a problem.
Thanks for that, mate.
No worries.
It's always worthwhile just checking. The shoes just. I wouldn't worry about that shoes. It's all right. It'll only come off once.
Yeah, I just want to try and shut the door. So it falls out.
Yeah, it's always worth checking these things. And I know we're really close, but Gareth brought it out for us. If you need anything from 𝘬𝘪𝑠 off the main counter, then get in contact with Gareth, because he is the man for anything karting related or anything like that. He's got so much. I'm going to pull this down because I'm that far away from him, but you've got experience with karts and all sorts, haven't you, for advice here, and then you've got the other guys on the other counter for, you know, tyres and anything like that you possibly want, you know, race setup and stuff like that. Don't think that the lads here can't do it, because they can, because, you know, just for instance, if you consider the karting, there's probably no one more experienced in the area than Gareth. He's behind you, Lee. Get him in the shot. Alright. Anyway, get in touch with him. We'll leave a link in the description. I'll get your direct number and put it on there. But we're going to go back inside, pay for these, get back, fit them to the car, and Lee can finish what he started. So we're going to undo these rails off these base plates, and then we're going to try the OMP versions on that we bought from 𝘬𝘪𝑠. Now this one is loose on the rail, on the slider, on the base plate, and it will slide back to reveal the bolts, but the other ones, not so loose. I don't know what's going on with that one, but we'll have to put that one in the passenger side and go from there. But that's it. Bennett's gone off with the GCM over to Demon Tweaks to get some alignment done, but these are the Cobra Monaco Pro seats that GCM's got. I'm not sure whether he got them new or second hand, but the base plates cost us just over 78 quid I think, plus the VAT for each side for the OMP one, so it's not exactly a cheap conversion, but it is if we've got a set of seats swapped for the other leathers that we ended up putting in George's. So we'll get this done and go from there.
But we're leaving.
The state of this mess in here.
We're leaving all that.
Well, we'll leave all this crap in for now and just see. I mean, it was a bit dark in there for them to see, but we'll let Lee sort that out later. It's his job. I don't know if you can see this because of the light, but you know, we're not all professional like Lee. Adjusting the levels. So here's the other seat going in. Watch the paint, Ben. Does she line up? Hopefully she does, because Shoes checked it and doing tweaks.
Does, yeah. I'm assuming they don't normally have a carpet under these.
Yeah, I know, but we're just putting it in for now just to test it. Be fine, won't it? That's that's definitely far enough forward, isn't it? We were worried about them runners, the location on it. That's way forward from where it was before. If you put them bolts in, I'm sure that if you sit in that in a minute,
yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just that is as far forward as it's going to go.
Yeah, which I think is fine. I don't think if you've got, I think if you've got anyone smaller than that, like James from South Wales, then
I think Cal might struggle with that.
Do you?
Then again, Cal can't drive for toffees.
No, I know. Yeah, so we probably won't put him in the car. But we'll get this fitted, get sat in it, Ben will sit in it just to check it out, and then I'll have a go and we'll go from there, and we'll come back to you a bit later on. So what are we saying, Ben?
We had a slight miscalculation.
What, your feet can't reach? Why don't you move it forward on the sliders, you
Oh yeah. Still quite, that's as far forward as it'll go, and that's me at a stretch, I think.
No, your arms.
No, I'm alright, but your legs. Like that's me at a good stretch. Anybody who wants, you know, if you're like an inch shorter than me, I think you're tough, ruined. Yeah, Cal, give Cal a shout for us. He hugs the steering wheel, doesn't he? Put it right back and tell him that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Go shoot. Never mind, you'll have harnesses on. Yeah, it's for driving, not getting bummed.
If you get bummed like this, Ben, yeah, there's something seriously wrong.
Can you reach the pedals?
Yeah, it's fine that.
If you had harnesses on, pull tight.
Are you going to do Mackie's mile?
Yeah. You'd fit in round.
Are you doing a Mackie's mile?
Yeah, elbow on the window like that.
Do you think you could reach the window?
Probably not.
Can you put it forward?
Put it forward.
It does
properly.
go forwards a bit. Can you fully clutch it and everything from there? That is as far as it'll go, mate. That is as far as it'll go. Quite stretching it.
So basically,
Yeah, it's on my toe.
limit.
Yeah. I
So
think we
for
should move the runner maybe forward one hole on the base plate, and we'll be all right then. At some point, we've got a bit of movement there, haven't we?
Just sitting here and make race car noises for a bit.
I was just going to say we only need it to be able to fit Cal once, because he's probably going to crash it.
yeah, you make up a good point.
It'd make a good video.
Yeah.
If I die, you'll have to say nice things at my funeral. So you better get thinking of a few things.
Yeah, Carl, you better not drive this anytime soon because it's going to take a while.
Yeah, looking at the state it is now, yeah.
You might die.
2022 race season.
Yeah, you might die
Plenty
generally.
of ketchup in here though.
Yeah, well, that's the secret sauce.
How out of
What
date
is
is
it?
that?
Wrench sauce.
How out of date is that?
Wrench sauce or evolve sauce, isn't it? On the videos.
Yeah, ready.
Yeah, wrench sauce. You know the vibe. Is that what they say? You know the vibe. You got the vibe.
YouTube, mate.
I know, yeah. So yeah, that's a winner. Let's get the other one in, Ben. Should we do this? So, day 97, after Lee's finally finished stripping out the interior of this car. It would have taken any normal human being probably less than a day, in all honesty.
Hang on a minute, it took me a day and a half.
You've got to have some input, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, yeah. What have we achieved? Quite a lot, really. A lot of resolution. YouTuber type keyword in this one. We've stripped the original interior out, we've stripped the original seats out. Well, it was all Lee's idea about doing this in advance when we didn't really have a solution, but now we've got a solution. We've swapped some seats with GCM, he's got some ST3 leather seats in his car. If you head on over to his channel, you can see what happens with that. We bought some base plates from 𝘬𝘳𝘪𝘀, they sorted us out with a decent price on the OMP base plates. We've now got the 𝘬𝘂𝘀 slider rails that were originally on the Cobra Monaco Pro seats that George had, and we've got the OMP harnesses. For the time being, we've got the harnesses just linked into where the rear seats clip into. However, that leads me on to the next thing, which is, before you go, I'm going to let you know exactly what we've got coming up. So we've got another AirTech sponsored video, I suppose you could call it, really, or supported video, I think is the best word. We're going to install one of their 𝘖𝘪𝑆port rear cages. We've got that powder coated, they've supplied that for us, so stay tuned to see what colour we've chosen for this car. We've also got the destruction of the front bonnet, and by that I mean this is going to be a controversial one because we've bought some vents and they aren't the standard vents, so make sure you stay tuned to find out exactly how we're going to ruin the front bonnet of this ST180. It's not my decision, it's everyone else's. If you haven't already, then please just give the video a thumbs up to show that you enjoyed it. Comment down below anything you'd like to see in the future, and we'll go from there. We hope you enjoy this stuff. It makes it worthwhile. If you don't, let us know down below. Good or bad or indifferent, just let us know in the comments down below so that we can make sure that we really do make some banging content for you guys. Obviously we can't please everyone. If you haven't already, head over to our Instagram and see all our socials. They'll be linked in the description below. Alongside that, thanks to for the support of AirTech Motorsport for some of the stuff that they provided in the previous video and some of the stuff that's coming in the next video. Stay safe and see you soon, guys.